Hello, I'd like to share a German New Medicine story with you that's come up recently in my life. And this has to do with the not so fun symptom of pink eye or conjunctivitis. So let me first explain what this special biological program is from the German New Medicine perspective, and then I'll explain a little bit more about the significance for me and how this program came about. In German New Medicine, we recognize that symptoms are arising from a meaningful tissue adaptation. That's what we call a special biological program that is happening as a result of an acutely distressing event in our lives that our psyche perceives and initiates this adaptation to help us through that event. With conjunctivitis or pink eye in particular, this is a special biological program that affects the conjunctiva, or the outer surface of the eye. After this distressing event, the active conflict phase, we have cell ulceration or cell loss in that conjunctiva layer of the eye. And the purpose of this is to actually reduce sensation, to reduce the pain of separation from something. So this is a separation conflict. It's I want to be close to something or someone that I am separated from, or I want to be farther away from someone or something that I am close to. So it's a push-pull energy around this idea of separation. So with this separation conflict, the active conflict phase has a cell loss in that outer surface layer of the eye with a reduced sensation, which is not usually noticeable. And the purpose of this is to actually reduce the sensitivity of the eye to help with this separation that we're experiencing. After the resolution of this conflict, when we've come to a peace or the situation has changed, then we have cell replenishment and restoration in that outer surface of the eye. And that's where we get the pink eye symptoms of the red eye, the inflammation, the swelling a little bit in the tissue or in the eyelid, and of course the eye crusties that make our eye all goopy. So this is actually a healing phase symptom, which means that once we get that symptom of pink eye, we have already resolved the separation conflict that caused this tissue adaptation to occur. So that's the good news. The appearance of the symptoms in this case mean that the conflict has already been resolved. So for me, this story plays on my personal vanity a little bit, but I had been growing out my hair for a while. But I got to a point where I really did not like it. It looked really awkward to me, and I didn't even like looking in the mirror. Every time I looked in the mirror, I would think, I don't want to see that. I just don't like that. I clearly wanted to be separated from this appearance of myself and the way that I looked. And it was getting pretty bad to the point where I really did not want to look at myself in the mirror. And every time I did, I had kind of that same instant reaction of, I really don't like this. I don't want to see this. Well, it came to a head because there was an event that I had that I really wanted to look good for and feel confident for. And so because I did not like my hair so much, I had to make a decision about what I was going to do. And I finally decided, to heck with it. I'm going to cut my hair so that I feel good about the way that I look. So I made the appointment with my salon stylist and went and got my hair cut, and I felt immediate relief once I had the haircut. That all of a sudden I was not so embarrassed to look at myself in the mirror. I didn't want to be separated from this appearance of myself and the way that I looked. And wouldn't you know it, the next morning after I got this haircut, I woke up with a pretty red and crusty eye. And I knew immediately that this was a visual separation conflict that had been resolved. And I knew why, because in this case, I really wanted to be separated from the the way that my hair looked, from the appearance of it in the mirror. And when I got the haircut, that was an immediate resolution for me. And by the next morning, I had those resolution phase or healing phase symptoms. Yes, they're annoying, but at that point, I could easily connect the dots. And a lot of times when we do connect the dots, it helps those symptoms to kind of resolve faster or be less irritating, because we know that we've already resolved the conflict that led to the symptoms. We're in the healing phase already. And then it's always your choice at that point what kind of intervention you want to do to make yourself feel more comfortable and help the healing phase go more smoothly. So for me, it really wasn't too severe. I just kept my eye rinsed out and hydrated, and it went away pretty quickly. So that is my visual separation conflict story with the conjunctiva of the eye and how it led to the pink eye symptoms in my case. I hope this helps.